My name is Vicky Lee, and I'm your success coach. Welcome to part 2 of the video series entitled, Have You Had an Extremely Difficult Life? Meaning if your life had been one disappointment after another, one struggle after another, one challenge after another, like bankruptcy and divorce and obesity and alcoholism and cancer. And in the first video I showed you the reason why your soul chose to have such an extremely challenging lifetime. And in this video I'm going to show you how you can embrace your destiny and make your life a little bit easier. So the very first thing is I want you to think about the people who have had an extremely difficult lifetime. And their names are Martin Luther King, Jesus, Buddha, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and you. And these are all heroes of humanity. Heroes choose to have a difficult life. They didn't come down to earth to float in a pool drinking margaritas. They didn't decide to incarnate so they could shop on Rodeo Drive or buy the next XS series of Porsche. You didn't decide to be born because you wanted an easy life. You wanted a meaningful life. And for you, if you've had an extremely difficult life, your archetype, meaning your life path, is one of a hero. You have to realize that for heroes, the planet Earth is their gym. And humanity are like the dumbbells or the weights that they use to work out or to perfect their soul. So how does it get easier? How does it get easier? Because planet Earth and humanity, it's not going to get easier. But your journey is going to get easier once you accept and realize that as a hero, you were not meant to fail. You were meant to triumph. So your step one is to realize that this entire time you have been triumphing. This is what it feels like to win. So if you have a piece of paper right now, I want you to write down overcoming adversity equals this is what it feels like to win. So if we interviewed Jesus right now, and we said, Jesus, what does it feel like to be ruler of humanity? Jesus is going to answer exactly what you would answer about your life experience. He'd say, well, kind of hurts. They nail you to a cross. And if we were to ask Jesus, but Jesus, you're like super famous, like the Catholic Church is one of the richest organizations in the world. They put your poster, your image everywhere. People worship you. I mean, you're like a celebrity. You're like awesome. You're just super powerful. In fact, you're one of the most influential historical figures in the world. I mean, how does it feel to be famous? And he would say, power comes with responsibility. It's not all private jets and Playboy bunnies. It's not really like that. See, the reason why God gave me unlimited power is because my compassion and my love, the degree to which I have suffered and been humbled, exceeds the power that God has given me. And so I would never, ever use or abuse or exploit that power or use it for selfish gain. And that's why I've been given unlimited power. You see, power, true power, it's not glorious. It's very humbling. And the only soul that God would trust to endow all of his and her power to is someone who is as innocent as a child, yet can bear the suffering of a king. Your step 2 is to realize that your adversity is a sign of your triumph, and it is a talisman to your life path as a hero. And so I want you to write down, my suffering equals earning my wings. If you've had an extremely difficult life, you probably spent your whole lifetime earning your wings. In other words, if you spent 20 years or 30 years taking care of other people and suffering, that's how long it took you to earn your angelhood. So your step 3 is to ask yourself, what do I do? I'm a hero in sheep's clothing. What do I do now that I'm a hero? And so I want you to sort of brainstorm to answer this question. Because you know you're a hero, I know you're a hero, God knows you're a hero, but nobody else in the world knows that you're a hero, that you're here to save humanity. So what do you do when you're a hero in sheep's clothing? You kind of have to brainstorm now. So one of my clients, this is what she did. She just said, well, I always do the right thing. You know, things just happen to me and I kind of react. Actually, when I think about it, I'm always in the right place at the right time. It's just a coincidence. Like I happen to always be there when somebody needs help. I always happen to be at the right place at the right time. Kind of like Clark Kent. You know, in the eyes of the world, he's a nobody. But when trouble happens, God happens to put him at the right place at the right time. And the more and more you brainstorm the answer to this question, you're going to see how your life mimics and follows the same pattern as all the other heroes in history. Now, once you realize that you're living the same story as every other hero, for example, my client, she was like Mr. Incredible, who was a superhero forced to work in a cubicle as an insurance agent. And just like Mr. Incredible, she longed to step out of the closet as her true self. She was tired of living in the darkness. She wanted to finally taste the peach, the nectar of life, step out into the sun, rip off her glasses and a white button-down shirt, and display her spandex superhero outfit underneath. As a hero, you do not live a glorious life. You've got to disguise who you truly are. You live in the shadows. And the moment you ask for glory, to announce to the world who you really are, if you're the Son of Man, the Son of God, Martin Luther King, the one who's going to stand up and fight, you see, you usher in your destiny in that moment. And your step 4 is to realize your destiny as a hero. So this is how it's going to go. I'm going to lay this out for you step by step. You ask God for glory, you will get it. Number 1, evil will offer you a job. Number 2, you will be promoted to the highest ranks. Number 3, you will battle the mafia boss, the head honcho, corrupt CEO. Number 4, it will be a public battle. Number 5, you are destined to win after an intense fight. Number 6, you must create a cause or show people the benefit of standing up for truth, fighting for the side of good. And number 7, you will win if you include others in your fight, if you stand for something, if you help other people, if in your victory thousands or millions of people benefit. And number 8, the very last step is you will get paid. Think of Aaron Brockovich, or that movie Philadelphia, the guy who sued for discrimination because he had AIDS. Think of those stories, because heroes, what they do is they train their whole life and they gear up for the fight of their lifetime. Heroes will only have one big monumental battle in their lifetime. They're not going to have several victories or multiple fights. They're going to have one big fight, one big victory that changes the course of history, humanity, or the destiny of millions of people. So if you're a hero, you're gearing up for that one big fight of your lifetime. I want you to stop blaming karma and the law of attraction and stop telling yourself that you've attracted all these negative experiences because you have negative thoughts. Stop that. It's not karma. If you are a hero, you have to suffer. You have to have adversity. Otherwise, you can't be a hero and you can't uplift humanity. You know, I've had so many clients who've spent 10 or 20 years in therapy, or they've been depressed, and they come to me and basically in an hour they're kind of cured. It's really that simple. I want you to stop spending all these money and all these time and going to rehab and going to classes and reading all these books about these fancy theories about why all this crap and shit happened to you. You know what? Cut through the bullshit. Just come and see me. I'm going to tell you the truth. The real reason is probably because you're a hero. You need to embrace your destiny, and you need to get on that path where you triumph. Please share this video on your Facebook page or your YouTube channel, or forward it to your friends, and help the world become a better place. Thank you so much.